FM23 Grassroots to Glory with Braintree Town FC. Panorama National League South has finally kicked off. The question is, how have Braintree done? Let's go and find out. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Route 1 FM and of course this is the FM23 Grassroots to Glory with Braintree Town FC. Now if you haven't already, please do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road for 450 subscribers, and hit that bell notification bell as well. Also, I've got a 5% discount over on 2game.com. All you have to use is the code ROUTE1. That's all you can get, and there's some massive deals going on at the moment. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you for everyone who has watched and got in touch regarding the first episode, the introduction episode. I've had some notable players, shall I say, Turner being one. He's a Southampton loanee at Braintree, has followed me on Twitter on the back of Braintree. Braintree have actually got in touch as well, replying to tweets, and also their one of their star players from last season, Alfie Matthews, has got in touch via YouTube and on Twitter as well. So thank you very much. And I have a close friend who I've laid a bet on for this, Stu. He's bet me that got to beat their current form in IRL, which was 6th or 7th, and an Essex Cup victory. If I do better than that, the drinks are on him. So Stu, if you're watching, keep that fiver aside. That beer's going to taste nice when I get hold of it. Right, in this video we're going to see the start of the Panorama National League South competition. But first of all, I want to go over to the transfers, because I've made a couple more transfers here at Braintree. And yes, okay, some of you are going to think, oh Christ, what's going to happen to the fan favourites? I'm trying to keep the core base of the team, people you like. The problem is they're only on year contracts, so in theory if I don't get the money, they are off. So I've got to finish as high as possible, and with that I've had to bring in some quality as well. I've brought in a former Colchester United player who was on a free transfer. Diaz Wright has come in. Played 4 games in total. Not a great rating, close to the 7s, but for experience, he is there. Colchester United, early start of his career, then need a market. He then come to Braintree on loan for 10 games before doing 9 games for Colchester in the 18-19 season. Went off to Dagenham, went off to Welling, come back to Colchester. He left them on a free transfer, and he's come back to Braintree. He's kept it with the Essex team. So with his experience and his professionalism, it should be good for him. And also, even though Sims has been playing well in goal, I've had to bring in an experienced keeper in my mind. Ryan Huddart is a 25-year-old 6'5" goalkeeper. Now, begrudge me, played 2 games, 7.6 rating. That's not bad. Sims has been doing great, but this guy's experience is there. Arsenal, Eastleigh, back to Arsenal, then on to Boreham Wood, which he then done a complete season. He then went to Bromley, back to Boreham Wood, which he then got released. I've picked him up on a free transfer. The guy is 6'5". You ain't gonna. There's not much going to be beating him. So he's in competition with Sims at the minute. He's played 2 games, give Sims a rest. So that is where we are at the minute in that aspect. So transfers, I'm looking like I'm done. All right, I've still got the core team there, and if we wanted to go through it, let's look at squad numbers, because there's been some I've done some notable changes on squad numbers. Let's get this right, actually. There we go. So Jack Sims, number 1, Leon Davis 2, Joe Muscat 3, Miles Anderson 4, the legend, the ongoing Clements in at 5, Jack Turner. I said it earlier, sad news, he's just broken his foot. He's out for 3 months. Sad times for the youngster, 20 years old. He's played 12 games for me this season, and he has been stonewall in that midfield. It's a shame, because it's going to be a big loss. Alfie Matthews there, he's in at 7. He's my little tricky winger, and I'm going to go through the stats now. 7 games, 5 subs, 4 goals. Classy little player he is, so I'm going to enjoy him as much as I can hold on to him. He is a fan favourite in a way. Alfie Payne in there at 8. Matt Rush gets the number 9 shirt, the coveted number 9 shirt, and this is why. Out of 11 games, 7 goals. That is a great return from the former Southend striker. Aaron Bear is in there as well. He's got himself 3 goals. Lamar Reynolds as well takes the 11 shirt. Those 3, Matthews, Rush, Reynolds, all had different shirt numbers, have now come into the top 11. I like to do that. I like to keep my first teamers, the one playing, in with the 1 to 11 shirts. Notable going forward as well, apart from Ryan Huddart, who's in at 25, there's no really much change. Denilson Carvalho is in there at 29. So number 10 shirt he really wanted, but he went in there at 29. And that's about it, basically. That's all it is for shirt numbers. So without further ado, let's get over and see some action, and why we're doing so well. And here we go with the first game of the season. It's Dulwich Hamlet. Muscat playing at the back. Paulie in to Bear, who hits it across to Rush, who forces the early save. Now, bear in mind, we're going on the back of an unbeaten pre-season. And we've just got to see how we're doing. That's the main thing. It's still early days. We're still semi-professional, but they're playing like they want it more. Rush, early chance there, hits the top of the crossbar, but it's a warning shot. Into Bear across, and that's a penalty. That is a penalty there. Bear steps up, slots it in. We get the goal sign there. Well done for Bear. So, and we're just literally on the attack. Headers, we are winning at the back. Muscat, Anderson and Clements, they're really holding their own. Into Rush. What a finish there by Rush. Superb take on the chest and bangs it in. Also, Rush is the club captain at the moment. He is doing really good up front and opening his account with a classic finish there. One that a certain Ian Rush would have been proud of. But Sims literally holding his own at the back. Davis, who has come a long way, can play a winger into Carvalho, and it's there, and it's an own goal by Raymond. That is quite astonishing, but great one there by Carvalho. Playing with the corner, Clement. Oh, he's made it 4. Clement has done really well to get on the end of that. So 4-0 up, away from home against Dulwich Hamlet. Would you have put money on it? That's the question. I'll tell you something, I was set up and happy with a 2-0 in a way. Rush, Bear into Payne, Payne to Musket, Musket ball in, and Matthews nearly getting on the end of that. Now I've taken my 5th game in charge of Braintree, and we ain't doing too bad. The team is starting to gel, and it's all coming together piece by piece. Was playing this 4 at the back, 2 in midfield, 3 and then 1, and it is quite controlling. We're picking up loose balls, we're picking up the headers at the back. Look at that, Turner just stepping in. Bear forces to save Matthews, and Matthews gets on the score sheet. There you go, Alfie Matthews scoring there from the right hand side. But here we go, from the free kick, Taylor pulls a great save out of Sims, who pushes it on the post for it to then go to safety. But we're winning the balls, we're winning the second balls, but then certain things during corners, and that was a cracking shot against the bar there, which we got to be wary of basically. But we survived that one, and we play back forth. Again, no one holding that ball up front. It's not going to that target man, but Bear seems to find his little gaps. Matthews is in again. Matthews has scored. It's a second goal for Matthews. The guy is a former Arsenal youngster, former Palace youngster, and he gets himself a second goal here. Farrell, ball in there, he gets it back, no help, and he still gets ball in, and there it is. Carvalho gets on the score sheet with his first of the season. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. Look at that. Carvalho just picking up, drifting out right, and forcing a save out of the goalkeeper. Tonbridge don't know what to do. Matthews from the corner plays it in, and again it goes out for another corner. Things are gelling with this team, and you'll see why in the league standings in a second. But again, we are just holding on to the ball, inviting a little bit of pressure, not too much, and that was just such a great save there by Sims. And there you go, 2 games, 2 wins. But then look at that graph there. The green dots are the main focus point. As you heard me say in the commentary, unbeaten in pre-season. We started off Dulwich Hamlet 4-0. Haverton Waterloo then 2-1. Carvalho Matthews getting on the score sheet there. Hemel Hempstead Reynolds Rush 3-1 victory. Bath a narrow 1-0 victory. You saw it there against Tunbridge, 3-0. Matthews, Denilson. Alfie Matthews at it again to salvage a draw against Cheshunt. Concord there. Sorry, I'm butchering names. A 2-2 draw. Rush, Payne. Chippenham, 0-0 draw. Before the first defeat of the season against Ebbsfleet, a 3-0 drumming. Quite shocking. FA Cup second round qualifier against Lancaster saw 4 goals. Yes, 4 goals by Matt Rush. The guy is on fire. After that, a Slough home game, 1-0 against Bear. And St Albans, we've just done it with Corey Hendry getting on the score sheet. So, the question is, where are we in the league? That is important. I'm going to take you through this FA Cup third qualifying round against Colville. So that is next up. So watch out where we're going to get in. Hopefully get around that. But as you can see from the graph over there, top, second, third. That is our form at the minute. After 11 games, 7 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat, goal difference of 10, points 24. Haverton and Waterloo are top with 27. Dartford in there with 25. Chelmsford, our arch rivals, behind us on 22. that game is still to come. Guys, what a start to the season. 3rd in the league. I hope you're happy with that, because the chairman is. And as you can see that from the thumbnail. So, what more can you ask for? We are going places now. The question is, we are still semi-pro. We've got to finish up high to keep some of these players ready for next season. Wish me luck. Next video, we're going to go through. I'm going to try to do the seasons in 3 videos. So, in theory, that's the first part. Second part, let's get through December, possibly January, and then after that we'll do February to the end of the season, and then an introduction one for the new season to do all the transfers through pre-season and all that. So that's the plan. So 3 videos a season, split it in three things. So keep an eye out on my Twitter at Root1FM to see any changes that I might do. Get in touch, leave a comment down below, tell me how you think the form's going. Tell me if you are a Braintree player, tell me if you like your shirt number. Like I said, I'm going to upset some people, some fans with this, but we are progressing, and that's the main thing. I'm going to try and keep it core to you fans. And then as we go up the leagues, then we'll start getting, hopefully, some of the better players. Guys, no matter what you call it, football, soccer, football, just remember, it's for the love of the game. And I will see you next time.